Welcome back to Josh Does Life. Just doing a simple, pretty much update on the aquariums here. It's Friday night. I haven't really made any changes to this tank at all. Been just basically doing the water changes every 2 weeks. If you've been following along, I added in the all-in-one dosing. I'm still dosing 5 mLs a day. I'm testing my alkalinity and keep an eye on that, and seems to be pretty stable at that dose. So that's what I'm gonna run with for now. Everything's healthy. I was kind of just sitting in here kind of watching the fish and inverts. Some of the crabs were out a while ago. There's one of the emerald crabs, but I fed them a while ago and they're kind of all running around, if you can see them. I think those guys are kind of just neat to watch. The shrimp is back there hanging out. The clam is doing good. No issues with it whatsoever. Like I said, I'm only just dosing the all-in-one, and then I'm adding the live phytoplankton from Algae Barn. And that's all I'm doing on this tank other than regular feeding. No issues, everything's doing good. And there's the urchin. It moves around the tank pretty quickly at times, and then sometimes it'll kind of sit still for a little while. Maybe after the holidays, I might add a couple more fish to this tank. I'm not sure exactly what. My son was asking about getting some more fish for it, so I just kind of wanted to see how the bio load would be, but testing all my water parameters, everything looks good, so I think I can add maybe 1 or 2 more. I'm not sure really what yet. Let me know if you watch my videos here. Give me any kind of thoughts, like, what would be reef safe and a good community fish for this tank. I mainly want to make sure that it's not going to be something that picks on the clam, or that's aggressive toward the other fish, or that would bother the inverts. I mean, I really like all that stuff. So the only fish that I've lost in here, I had 2 clowns, and I had 1 clown that jumped out of the tank and I found it dead on the floor, so that's why I got the lid. The other fish that I lost is the goby that I had in here. And to be honest, I'm not sure what happened to it. It just disappeared. I never did find the body for it. It wasn't on the floor or around the tank. It wasn't in the filter socks. It wasn't in the back. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know if it was weak, died. It always seemed healthy. I don't know if one of the crabs got a hold of it. Usually they don't mess with healthy fish, so I don't know. Really a mystery, but that's the only fish that I've lost with this tank. Everything else has been fine and working out well. I added a couple more snails to the tank. Oh, I did use, and I showed, I believe in the video, I added the Dr. Tim's, what are they called? It's a bacteria for waste, but it's like a gel, and it's in time release kind of plastic holders or strips. And I put one in the back of the tank, and it kept the glass really clean. I guess it lasted about a month. I'd actually have to go back and look and see when I put that in there. For at least a week or 2, for sure. Definitely a week, probably 2 weeks. The glass was really clear. There was some kind of like white type film on it that replaced kind of the brown algae and detritus and stuff. But you know, it seems like it's kind of worn off at this point. So back to kind of just cleaning the glass. I mean, it seems like it works. I have some concerns about it. I don't know what all the bacteria is actually taken out of the water. It didn't seem like it was harmful to anything. It seems kind of expensive. It says it lasts up to 30 days. And I'm wanting to say was it $15, something like that? I don't know. It just seems like, you know, that could add up and be kind of expensive. I may or may not get some more of that. I'm not really sure. But anyway, just kind of rambling a little bit as things pop in my head. Just to let you know what's going on. Other than that, I'm happy with this tank. Like I said, this is for a 5-year-old. This is in my son's room. He loves it. No real issues other than when it came in, the stand like sticking together and that film that was on it, which I never did get all of it off. You can see it when light hits it the right way, but it's just one of those things, I guess. In my mind, it just really wasn't worth complaining about. Like, if this was set up in my living room or somewhere where everybody that came in the house would see, I might have complained about it a little bit and tried to see what, you know, they would do, or tried something else to clean it. My main thing is I'm afraid to use like chemicals on it. One, I try not to put any chemicals near the tank, you know, just for what they might release into the air and then end up in the tank. But the other thing is I don't want it to fade or, you know, eat the cabinet itself, the like laminate layer that's over it. So I just try to be cautious and use very mild cleaners on it. But anyway, let's go take a look at the 100. All right. So the only thing that's changed for this tank, I still only have one light. I did an update, I believe, and informed everyone I did add another AI Neuro 5. So I do have 2 of those, one on each side. The only thing I have added to this tank are some snails. So I bought a 25 pack of, is it the, and everybody knows I'm horrible with names, the Astria snails. I got a 25 pack of those and then a 25 pack of the Nazarus snails. Of course, they're all up under the sand right now. Sometimes you can look close, like I see one right there. You see the little periscope type deals that there's one moving. Looks like just kind of a worm sticking its head out of the sand. But as soon as you put some food in here, they all start swarming out. I've always liked them. I've had them in previous tanks. The main use for them, other than they're just kind of cool, I've always used them to kind of keep the sand bed stirred. So it kind of keeps things mixed and breaks things free that might kind of get stuck in the sand bed and all. So I always have put them in tanks just to kind of help with that. I mean, I vacuum the sand bed itself periodically, not necessarily on a dedicated schedule. It's kind of just here or there. But I've just always used them and liked them. So I've got those in there, and I've got more equipment that I actually just ordered today that's going to be coming in. So stay tuned for that. The next update I have on this tank, I'll be adding some new gear to the tank. Other than that, nothing's changed. The Nios reactor, I just added some carbon to it a while ago. the water seems a little cloudy, and the tank for the most part is cycled. I checked the water parameters. I mean, there's almost no ammonia. Now, I don't test for nitrites, but ammonia and nitrates are very low. I mean, there's just a trace of ammonia. So I'm not sure what the cloudiness is from. I don't know if that's like a bacteria outbreak or something like that going on right now. Not 100% sure, but I'm hoping it'll just clear out. Maybe the carbon will help clear it out. I have the Neuro 5s out. I was kind of hesitant about those, but I didn't want to spend the extra $150 or almost $200 a piece for the Ecotechs. So I decided to go with these guys. I was hesitant about the controllers for them, kind of setting them up with the app and what all they could do. I like them. I mean, I don't really have a way to show you the app on my phone because I'm recording with my phone and I don't have the software to do it, to capture the screen and all. But basically you set one as the parent and then the second one as the child, and then you can do a like back and forth kind of wave pattern, like a pulse. You can see it kicking on that side. Right now I have it on a random, and then I have them set to do a 180 from each other. So whatever one side's doing, the other one's doing kind of the opposite. And I like them. I mean, I think they're going to work out really well. I just, like I said, I can't see spending, the extra $150 to $200 just to lose the cord inside the water or tank. So that's what I ended up with. Everybody knows I went with it's gonna blind you maybe, the Kessel A360X. My previous 100-gallon tank that I had, I guess about 6 years ago, I had the A360Ws on it and never had an issue with them and really loved them. So I'm just kind of, I don't want to say a creature of habit, but when I find something that works well for me and I don't have issues out of it, then of course I just kind of tend to stick with it. So I'm just a fan of Kessel and the shimmer and things it produces. I like the light it produces. I have it set up on a schedule. It's a little bit bluer in the afternoon, and then kind of in the morning and night it kind of gets a whiter light, like a sun setting type thing. So it's kind of a whiter light right now when I'm recording. But I guess I'll do it. Stay tuned. Like I said, the next update that I do, I should have some new gear for this, and I'll probably do the unboxings, just to have it on video in case anybody wants to see it, and then get it on the tank and see what's going on. Oh, I also ordered, before I put any fish in here, I want to get a lid for this thing because I don't want any fish lost from jumping out of the tank. So I have ordered a lid. I hate those DIY lids that you order and put together. I mean, I did that on the water box, but I hate doing those. So I'm not going to say where I ordered it from yet. When that comes in, then I'll do a video on it as well and let you know all about it. But I've got that on order. It was kind of expensive, but I got what I would consider a nicer or higher end one. So that's on the way too. I think it takes like, some people say it takes like 2 months to get the suckers in. I think it'll probably at least take a month. Who knows with the holidays and stuff. So it might be a little while before I get the lid in. So I'm not going to add any fish until I get the lid in. I've been watching like Divers Den and stuff like that, and I found some mated pairs of clowns that I really liked, and I was tempted to go ahead and get some to have some fish swimming in here. I'm really looking forward to that. But like I said, with the water box, I had, you know, a pair in there and one jumped out, so I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to remain patient, as with everything with this tank, doing it one piece at a time and slowly. So I might, here around the holidays, next time I get paid, like I said, I've got some more equipment ordered. I've got the lid ordered, and I might go ahead and order a few other inverts. I might, depends. I'll kind of have to watch and see how much of an ugly phase we go through. I mean, you can see some of the brown algae and detritus and stuff building up a little bit. We'll see how bad the ugly phase is for this tank. That might, you know, I might look at that and see what kind of cleanup crew I get, other than just the snails, or I might just go ahead and add some in and just feed them, you know, whatever type food they eat, whether it be like veggies or seaweed or meaty foods. I like all the inverts anyway, so I mean, I definitely like emerald crabs, and I kind of like serpent sea stars. There's a few different things. The red leg hermit crabs, those guys are reef safe for the most part, so I like stuff like that in the tank anyway. I enjoy watching it, so I might just go ahead and order some just to have in here, but I'm kind of just doing it in phases and one step at a time. So I wanted to go ahead and get the snails since I'm starting to see algae, and then we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Please, if you're following along, I'm going to try to post all the videos that I can, and try to update you as much as I can on my aquariums. I, from time to time, throw in other stuff, other products I might buy. Just might kind of do a video and talk about them a little bit. But I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to give it a little while longer and try to get to that, hit that goal. If I can hit 1,000 subscribers, then I will keep the channel going. Basically, if I don't get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna make my videos until I kind of get this tank basically set up with the equipment, and after that, I'll probably just kind of give up on the channel at that point if I hadn't made it anywhere. So anyway, if you're watching these, please subscribe. It'll help me out. And thanks again for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.